Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in for our instant match reaction. Reds around the world, make sure you do get your comments in on the comment section below. Your thoughts on tonight's game, really, where Liverpool, you felt Liverpool struggled. We struggled in a variety of areas tonight, really. You've seen from the final whistle, Ralph Hasenhüttl is crying at the end of the game. Him is very proud from the Southampton point of view. The shift in which they put in was absolutely fantastic from their point of view, but from a Liverpool point of view and everyone, it's frustrating. I think Liverpool were one win in the away games, one win in seven. Obviously, the game in which we had against Crystal Palace, we've dropped points. We've lost against Southampton, drew against Newcastle, the 7-0 against Palace, and then before that was a draw against Fulham, a draw against Michelin, draw against Brighton as well, obviously the draw against City, and then the draw against Everton as well in the Premier League. And it's absolutely staggering, Liverpool's away form, and I think going into 2021, we will need to really analyse, and I think Jurgen Klopp will do this and really analyse what has been happening. A lot of players tonight. Trent, probably one of the worst games he's had in a very long time. Over the last couple of weeks, he's really struggled to really get down that right-hand side since he's come back from that injury and really just cement his place, really. For me, let me know your thoughts. Reds, would you drop Trent and just bring in Nico Williams down the right-hand side anyway and just put him in, just bring him out the limelight at the minute? Thiago on himself can't win games of football just on his own, really. I think Mane was the only creative driving force tonight. There was a couple of opportunities tonight. Liverpool, don't let that... We've had one shot on target in the whole of the 93, 94 plus minutes tonight, and that is absolutely, frankly, not good enough. It's ridiculous and staggering that the stats speak for themselves. It was a very shocking, poor display, and there's not many times we can say this over the last couple of 2-3 seasons. Liverpool have been playing absolutely fantastic now, and this period, it's very new for us fans at the minute, the way in which Liverpool have been playing their football over the couple of seasons. This is a very tricky start, tricky period, really. Probably Liverpool's trickiest period under Klopp, really. We know we had a couple of bad results back end of last season, but Liverpool had cemented their 19th league title now, so it's back to the drawing board with Jurgen Klopp and the lads and every single one of us. Everyone, let me know your thoughts on how you've analysed that game, because there was a lot of areas tonight, especially going down the right-hand side and left-hand side. Liverpool predominantly play so well down the flanks, but tonight we were getting the ball down the wide areas, and when I was speaking to a couple of yous on social media as well, Robbo was getting in a lot of positions tonight, and some of our players just have the opportunity just to shoot, have a shot on target, or look for a quick ricochet across the box. You create your own look in football, and we've seen that, obviously, i.e. when Aston Villa played against us, they were just shooting from outside the box, and they had a couple of ricochets and the ball goes in the back of the net. Sometimes when your luck's not going your way, you just need to bit of luck, but you create your own luck, as I just said. Then Salah, Mane probably was my man of the match, really, tonight. I'm struggling, really, but I felt tonight he was the only player really trying to engineer a bit of creativeness in that final third to the pitch. Bobby, he had that opportunity at the back end of the game where the ball just deflects off his knee. Another night, he controls that and puts it in the back of the net. But Salah, very quiet. Tonight, he was not quite getting onto the back post, and I just wish, and when he was getting the opportunities tonight, Salah, he was always looking up and just passing the ball. And the Milner substitution, obviously, taking Trent off anyway, didn't quite get it. Shaqiri, bringing him on, I was fully for that. I thought Liverpool possibly changed to a 4-2-3-1, change the formation and that, but it was the same old for the whole of that game. The second half, there was a bit more pattern of play, first 15 to 20 minutes anyway. Liverpool got the foot on the ball, tried to engineer a bit of more space in between the back line of Southampton, but Southampton's back line in midfield was so good defensively, similar to West Brom as well, so very resolute, really. I think going into this 2021 Liverpool now, we know how teams will be playing against Liverpool, similar to like the last couple of weeks. And we mentioned the away form has been absolutely terrible for Liverpool over the last coming weeks and months, really. And I think Liverpool need now to possibly delve into the transfer market. For me, we can't continue. I know Henderson played against Flamengo in the Club World Cup final anyway, but in the Premier League, you cannot be playing the captain at centre-back. I'm sorry, but we missed him so much he's the engine in our midfield, really, and Hendo can't be playing centre-back. And for me, we need to either go out and sign a centre-back or just to play one of the young lads anyway at centre-back, because something needs to be addressed there. We can't be playing our mainstay midfield in centre-back. It didn't quite work tonight. And the goal in which we conceded, the Trent switches off. I don't know what he's doing. It was really poor from a whole team perspective, really. Obviously, Thiago giving away the free kick or whoever it was. I know we got booked early on Thiago anyway, but it's absolutely frustrating. Very, 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 very frustrating, Reds. I want to come on and be positive, but you can't when the Reds have played that bad. It's bad, but fair play. There's any Southampton fans out there, absolutely fantastic result there. And as I said at the top of the show, Hassan Hull, he was absolutely made up and he was in tears, because obviously that means a lot. He's managed against Jurgen Klopp in the Bundesliga from the seasons back when he was at Dortmund, and this is a big achievement for Southampton. And obviously they got absolutely battered. It was last season against Manchester City or whoever they played, Leicester, but I tell you, Southampton played very well this season, fair credit, and they'll be going above and beyond this season. I think you can just see how much it means to every other Premier League side when you either get a draw or even get a win against Liverpool. It means so much. But Liverpool, back to the drawing board. We seriously need to do something. We need to figure out a change, a different formation or do something, because Liverpool now, as Carragher was saying in commentary after the game, teams have figured us out, and it's up to Jurgen Klopp if we do delve into the transfer market, or we've got to do something completely different, because what we're trying to do now, it's not working, and Liverpool need to progress their game really and develop. Thiago can't win his games on his own. He needs other players around him to really make the chances, and sometimes you do need a bit of luck, but at the end of the day, if you're having one shot in the whole of the game, you're not going to win football games. But yeah, Reds, I will see you tomorrow for another episode, Daily Liverpool News anyway. Let me know your thoughts on the game, and possibly if you can pick a man in a match out of this Liverpool squad, or possibly a Southampton player if you want. Kyle Walker-Peters played fantastic. Danny Ings, it was great to see him get a goal. Not on our behalf anyway, but I love Danny Ings. I wanted him to progress, and every single one of Liverpool fans around the world, we wanted him to succeed at Liverpool, but I think he didn't really celebrate. He looked a bit happy to score anyway against his former club. I think any player would be happy anyway if he's scoring against the parent club, well, the ex-club anyway, but full credit, because shocking defending, but still Danny Ings had to get into that position, left hand side of the box anyway, and just looped it over Alisson, and Alisson rushing out in that second half. It just shows how nervous Liverpool are at the back in this current moment. Alisson, if Virgil van Dijk and Gomez are there, you know, he doesn't come out 30, 40 yards from goal and make that error. But yeah, Reds, have a lovely rest of your night. I know, obviously, news with lockdown, and a massive thank you to all the NHS key workers and medical staff around the world, and all the key workers out there, absolute heroes, the real heroes anyway. And just keep safe, Reds. I know the result wasn't his best tonight, but obviously, if anyone ever needs to speak, drop your comments in the comment section below, or hit me up on Twitter, because we're one big family, Reds, and we can get through this all together anyway. It's not the result that we wanted, but we go again, and the Reds we'll eventually sort out our way form eventually. But yeah, Reds, you'll never walk alone. I'll see you tomorrow for another episode. You'll never walk alone, Reds. Ta-da.